Good morning. Eager to show you this book that I've been reading this week, and I thought you'd really like it. And gain some inspiration like I did from it. Okay, so I'm going to flip the camera around. Here today with me again is Zach with his cone of shame. You see that. Then here's my book. P. Allen Smith. You might recognize him because he's quite a famous American landscape architect, and he has several shows that's been going on for many years, and so I thought I'd really take you through this book a little bit to get you inspired for the summer and for the spring when it comes out. So I love this book because it's arranged, actually if you go back, it's arranged in seasons and highlights plans and projects to do within the season. So he highlights, in this case, he's highlighting mixing greens and some veggies, some parsley and lettuce in combination with his tulips and pansies. I just love that. Like you can see here, if I look down over here, I love this part of his garden with the combination of the roses, and then he has many little projects too, as well as along with like some instructions. So he has this beautiful potting bench, like easy enough to put together, and then highlights different plants of the season, of course. So this being the daffodil, and just useful information on like certain plants. So for example, because he's a flora arranger, like I don't know if he has a degree in it or anything, but he does tons of floral arrangements. And so one of the helpful tips was like with daffodils, they secrete this sap in it that if you mix with other flowers, it can cause them to wilt. So you want to keep them separated from other flowers for about 12 hours. And then that way, and then just keep on changing the water a few times during that time, and then add them in together. So that's just like useful information. And here's like a rose soil recipe. He's planting bare root roses there, and some seeds starting, salad greens, just lots of, hopefully I'm not going too fast, but that's really beautiful. And also like one of the projects he does is this cute one for Mother's Day, which includes New Guinea impatiens. Like you can see the completed project here with painted ferns, the impatiens, and then some ivy. Just lovely. And like, good tip, I didn't know that you could cut back impatiens if they got leggy, so you can totally do that. So then look a little further. Oh my god, I just love this combination of tulips. So this is a combination of Perestroika, if I'm saying that right, and Temple of Beauty, and like just the mix of that similar color palette. And then a spring flowering tulip called Lady Jane. Yeah, Lady Jane, I love that. Like quite a bit shorter. I only have one type of spring flowering, like early flowering tulip in my garden, and would love to have some more. So this is a project that I love to do for my front door. He's got different I want to say herbs. It's not herbs, it's herbs. He's got different herbs in there, like some sage and thyme, and like he's got a golden variegated sage here, but I would use maybe a tricolor, just something with a little bit more color. But you can just keep on trimming on it, and it's in a like little moss wreath there. Oh, I totally want to do that. So you might see that project later on. Just some beautiful cut flowers that he's put together, like having a cut flower garden. I know that's really popular. Then I'm just moving on, some more picks. Some peonies. I should raise the camera a bit. And turning the page, more peonies, just making your own peony ring. Ooh, and roses. Here, let me just skip ahead a bit. Now, he's probably like zone 7 or something like that. So all of these roses that he suggested are not Calgary zoned, which is zone 4 officially, but you know, sometimes we go with zone 3. But like, for example, this one, which is sentimental, the sentimental rose here, you could replace it with a dahlia, and that would be lovely. Or the bright pink one here, which is Madame Isaac, you could replace with a Winnipeg Park. So just like inspiration, right, too, as well. Like a nice combination here, project of doing a little trellis with clematis and climbing roses. Just great ideas, especially with a cold day. Like, it's been warmer here in Calgary, but it's nice. And I've been working on a project like this, which I'll show you later in another video. So some scented Casablanca lilies, some scented garden ideas, hydrangeas. Let's see what else. Kids projects. I love this. Make a little cake that looks like soil. And it's got gummy worms on it. Like, that's just funny. Lilies. More lilies. Okay, let's go forward a little bit. Ooh, I have some things marked here. Some fall arrangements, so we're into fall. Some zinnias. Some how to dry summer flowers. I love that. That's fantastic. And then moving ahead, oh, he's got ideas how to preserve leaves. And apparently preserving this way with glycerin, you can keep them for years. Like, I would love to do that. If I had a spot for it, I would do that. And then some more pumpkin arrangements. That's kind of pretty, right? With the roses around the pumpkin there. Oh, gourds garland. That's pretty. Let's see, what do I got here? Oh, this is in winter, so we've got some paper whites. I love the pine cone surrounds. And just the collection of doodads, like the steel containers and the lantern and the pots and the evergreen. It just looks like really pretty. And, ooh, this is really great. Look at how he's included the Spanish moss on there. It looks so beautiful with the apples and the pine cones again. And just some clever tips, which I've heard before actually, about paper whites tend to get a little bit leggy sometimes and flop over. But you can use a combination of part 1 gin to 7 parts water and reduce the height of them. So that's kind of cool. This is beautiful. I love this arrangement. This garland, it's lovely. Just some more ideas. Oh, and I'd love to do this because I don't think in our climate the apples would last very long, but the colors are brilliant. I mean, and this winterberry holly, I mean, we could use you could use a winterberry holly. They have a variety at Proven Winters called Berry Heavy. That's for our zone. And then a variety called Berry Heavy Gold, which is also for our zone, which is a golden color. But isn't that lovely? Some more wreath ideas. Oh, and this one is really lovely here. This poinsettias. And usually I don't like picks like in my tree, but look at these lovely little bronzy picks with a bronze ornament. And then some pine cones, and what are these called? Hypericum That's not right at all. But yeah, just a lovely kind of synopsis of this book. So maybe it'll inspire you to buy it, or like look online for other gardening books that might inspire you. And maybe I'll turn the camera around. Until the next time, bye!